Good morning, friends, and happy Monday to you. I hope that everyone had an amazing Thanksgiving and that you had a wonderful 9 days off, and that it was very restful and enjoyable, and that you're now ready to hit the floor running and get right back into school. Remember, there aren't that many weeks left for the end of the second quarter. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and everybody please stand up. And remember that left is green and right is red. And which hand goes over your heart? Right hand facing the flag. And let's begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, so in a moment, we will meet for ELA live session, and we will also meet for math live session. And we may have to do our recitation for both of those times because this recitation is a little bit longer, so I'm going to see how it pans out. So today we may do systematic phonics or we may not. So if we don't, hey, we can do it tomorrow, so no sweat. All right? So here we go. Let's go ahead and do our recitation for the very last time. The Pilgrims Came by Annette Wynne. The pilgrims came across the sea and never thought of you and me. And yet it's very strange the way we think of them Thanksgiving Day. We tell their stories, old and true, of how they sailed across the blue and found a new land to be free and built their homes quite near the sea. Every child knows well the tale of how they bravely turned the sail and journeyed many a day and night to worship God as they thought right. And then make sure that you take your bow. So today, friends, when we do our recitation, I really I would like for you guys to stand up nice and tall. And remember, your hands are either at your sides, in your pockets, or behind your back. You have what kind of voice? A normal voice that is projected. I should not hear anyone speaking like a rabbit. I should not. Or speaking like a robot. And remember, friends, when you are doing your recitation, smile because you want to be able to capture your audience. All right. So before we move on to morning meeting, friends, really quickly, I want to kind of go over what we're going to be learning this week. All right. So this week, friends, we're going to be learning about Arctic animals. Okay. So here are some Arctic animals. We have a polar bear. There's a Arctic fox, an Arctic hare with her little baby. We have some Arctic wolves. And here is the Arctic habitat of people and animals. In the Arctic, our friends, the animals, they live out in the wilderness. And our people friends, they live in these type of homes, which are called igloos. Okay? And then we have right here, there's a walrus. And then here, right next to us, this gentleman here is fishing. And he's dug up a hole. He's drilled out a hole there so he can grab some fish, because even though the lake is frozen, there are still fish underneath that frozen lake. And then here is a meerkat, a snowy owl. Okay. Here we have this is a puffin. Okay. And then in the Arctic, friends, we have these really, really huge, they look like mountains, but they really aren't mountains. These are called glaciers, and they're like ice mountains. They're mountains that are formed out of ice, but if all of this ice were to melt, there wouldn't be a mountain. So glaciers are really not mountains, okay? It's a bunch of ice that's frozen and formed like a mountain, okay? And then down here, we have a family of some penguins. And I'm not sure if you noticed, but a lot of and most of our Arctic animals, they camouflage themselves and they look white. And that is so that they blend into the snow so that any animal predators can't see them and eat them. Okay. Also, lots of our Arctic animals have really, really thick fur, and that's to keep them warm. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to morning meeting. So let's see who today's student of the day will be. The last time we were together, it was Mahi. So let's see who today it will be. So our student of the day is Elisandra Renteria. So Allie, come on up, Allie. All right, so if Allie was here, the very, very first thing Allie would do is turn the clock to morning, because do we come to school at night? Nope. Do we come to school in the afternoon? Nope. How about in the evening? Nope. And then, of course, Allie would write her first and last name. And because Allie's name is really long, I'm going to write her first name, but then I'm just going to put an R for her last name, because I don't think all of her name will fit. Okay, I'll try, but I'm not sure if it will. So Ellie's name is Elisandra. That's a beautiful name, by the way. And yeah, you see how I don't have a lot of room there? I will just put an uppercase R, because her last name, which is Renteria, it starts with an R, and it's a name, so you'd have to capitalize it, right? And then, of course, I would give Ellie a Student of the Day sticker, and then I would give her a pointer and say, Allie, here you go, and you are on. And Allie would say, let me move this back, guys, hold on. Allie would say, this whole thing is called a calendar, and this is called a month. And what month are we in? November. And what word is in November? No. And this here is called the year. What year are we in? 2020. Now, friends, if yesterday was Sunday, then that means that today is Monday. But look here, friends, what does that happy face signify? Yep, it signifies that it is recitation day. All right, so we have a number day missing. So let's go ahead and count and see what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And due to time constraints, my friends, let's go ahead and start our ABC pattern. Let's start that right here. So here we go. Triangle, square, circle. Triangle, square, circle. Triangle, square, circle. Triangle, square, circle. Triangle, square, and a circle, right? And we are looking for the number 30. That's the number 30. Place that right there. So now let's go ahead and help Allie write today's date. But before we do that, friends, there are 3 things we must do. We must write the month, the date, and the year. What 3 things must we write? Please say it with me. The month, the date, and the year. Excellent. All right, so let's go ahead and help Ellie spell the month of November. So please help her with the letters. The very, very first one would be a capital N, followed by O, V, E, M, and don't forget the monkey tails, B, E, and finally an R, November. And then I'm going to finger space, and what 2 digits am I going to write today? Yeah, a 3 and a 0. And what number does 3 and 0 make? Correct, 30. Then we put a comma. There's a comma number, space. And let's go ahead and write the year. 2, 0, 2, 0. Now really, really quickly, friends, I want you to look at how I've written my letters and how I have written my numbers. My capital letter goes from the top all the way to the bottom. All of my lowercase letters are underneath the dotted line. They are in a straight line. They are not floating letters. My numbers are from top to bottom. So friends, if you are having a hard time with your penmanship and forming your letters correctly and writing them in a straight line, now is when you should really be practicing that. Okay, you're going to be moving on to 1st grade. So now is the time to do that. All right, so let's go ahead and read today's date with Allie. Today's date is Monday, November 30th, 2020. Now, friends, before we do our coin cup, I want you to look at my calendar. When you can tell me, listen to my clue, when you can tell me what day of the week, and I want to know the day of the week for November 25th, raise your hand. When you can tell me what day of the week is November, and here's my days of the week, November 25th. Raise your hand. What day of the week is November 25th? Okay. Reese, what day of the week is November 25th? Okay, so Reese says Wednesday. So let's look here. The very first clue you have to do is, I said November 25th. First thing you have to do is look for the number. So you got to locate the number. Here's the 25th. Go all the way up because we want to know the day of the week. If you don't know what that day is, go back here to Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So the day of the week for November 25th is a Wednesday. Friends, that will be on an assessment. Can't tell you when, but it's coming. All right, here we go with coin cup, coin cup. And in my coin cup, we have 2 coins. And the very, very first coin is a dime. And a dime is worth 10 cents. And when we count dimes, we count by tens. The second coin is a penny. And a penny is worth 1 cent. And when we count pennies, we count them by ones. And the coin that we count first is the dime because the dime is worth more. So I have a couple of dimes here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first drop in my dimes. When I switch coins to pennies, I will hold it up so you know that I'm switching coins. Okay, so here we go. Starting, we count by tens. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23, and let's see if the 23 cents is exactly what we have on our morning meeting board. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. So let's go ahead and write 23 on our coin cup. 23 cents. There we go. Now, friends, if the last day we were here, which was on a Friday, we were here 71 days, what would today be? 72? Well, I think you're right. But let's go ahead and draw out Mr. 10, Mrs. 1s. So here we go. 10, 20, 30. Ay, Mrs. 1 is wanting to pop out of there. 40, 50, 60. Keep going. Okay. 70. Okay, I will stop. Oh my gosh. 70. Now let's do Mrs. 1's. 71. 72. Okay, I will stop. 72. So really, really quickly, friends, are we going to add anything under our 100s column? Nope. How about in Mr. 10's column? Well, let's see. What is, hold on. Let's do it this way. Oh, this is a lot, guys. What is, I have 6 here, 6 plus 1. What is 6 plus 1? 7. What is 1 plus 6? 7. What is 3 plus 3 equals 6 plus 1 more? 7. All right, so let's go ahead and write a number 7 on Mr. 10's. All right, and let's count our Mrs. 1's. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Ooh. Okay. All right, and I'll write a 2 in Mrs. 1's spot. And let's see. Let's match our days in school tag and see if it matches our days in school graph. Do we have 7 Mr. 10's? How about 2 Mrs. 1's? So how many days have we been in school? 72. Wow. That sure is a whole lot of days, my friends. A lot of days. All right, so here we go with our mystery bag. Dun, dun, dun. And today is kind of a difficult one. So everybody, please turn on their morning brain and listen to my clues. So, friends, today in my mystery bag, I first placed 4 rulers in my mystery bag. I then placed 1 pencil in my mystery bag. I then placed 4 rulers. I want to know how many rulers are in my mystery bag. So listen again. So today, in my mystery bag, I first placed 4 rulers. So picture that in your mind. I then placed 1 pencil. Picture that in your mind. I then placed 4 rulers in my mystery bag. I want to know how many rulers I have all together. How many rulers? Alexenia, how many rulers do I have? Alexenia says 8. How do you know that, Alexenia? Well, Alexenia says I put 4 rulers. And that I put 4 more. What do you think? But what about the pencil? Do we need to worry about the pencil? No. And let me get rid of this pencil. We don't need that pencil. So let's see. I first placed 1, 2, 3, 4 rulers. I first placed 4 rulers in my mystery bag. Yes? I then placed 4 more. So 4 plus 4 equals 8. That's great. So Alexenia, you are correct. Please give Alexenia a round of applause. Woo, 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 woo. Great job, young lady. Let me go ahead and put all this stuff back into our mystery bag. Sometimes they add some extra items into our mystery bag to kind of trick us. Right? But you have to remember, if it is not asking about that other thing, then that means we don't worry about that. All right? All righty, Ellie. Lead us in our coin song. Everybody get your beautiful voices ready. How much is a penny? How much is a nickel? How much is a dime? How much is a quarter? A penny is 1. A nickel is 5. A dime is 10. And a quarter's 25. And a dollar is 100 cents. Very, very good. That was amazing. Great job, my friends. All right, we got to get back into the swing of counting. I know you've been off 9 days. Your brains are a little slow, but you know what? Our vacation is over, so it's time to learn. So here we go. We're going to start with 5s. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Excellent. Let's go ahead and do our odd numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21. And remember I said that an odd number will always end in 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. That will be your clue. Let's go ahead and count by tens. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Alrighty, cheerleaders, please stand up and remember that I need some energy. Remember, we do not want cheerleaders that are sluggish and do not even have any energy. Will they be able to encourage us? No. So please show me that energy. And I know you guys have energy. You are young. All right, so here we go. Cheerleaders, ready? You say listos. Listos. Ready. Here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Who do we appreciate? Don't forget to jump for me. Kindergartners, kindergartners, yay, kindergartners. That was fantastic, my friends. All right, so today for morning math, we are supposed to bring our polar bear dot to dot, okay? So bring that with you just in case we finish up our recitation, okay? And if we finish recitation but we don't get to do the dot to dot, we'll have your parents help you, okay? All right, guys, I'll see you in a bit. Bye.